the main group will move on and they'll meet other people and stuff. So
Yeah, that's great. Guest appearances and having friends.
yeah, exactly. I thought
Hey,
I thought it might be fun.
include me.
I would love to. Yeah, if you're available, that'd be great. It's gonna literally be months, like because like I have a few people already, but yeah, I would love if you're willing, I would love to bring you in.
Yeah.
We usually play on the weekend, and I'll move around for your schedule, depending on what you can do.
Yeah, keep me in mind.
I think it'll be a lot of fun. I'll definitely put you at the top of the list. DMs get priority because since you run games for me, like fair is fair, right?
Yeah, I like that Obijira style too. All those little crafting recipes and making the potions. That seemed like fun.
Yeah, the campaign is very down to earth. Like I forced everyone to make characters that were like under the age of 18. So they're literally like kids getting into mischief. And yeah, cuz I like one of the guys like I want my character to be 35. I was like, "Are you okay with other 35-year-olds telling you need to go to bed?" Cuz that's the kind of stuff that's going to happen to your character.
Role playing parenthood.
Well, yeah, so it's like cuz they're like for example, in the last session, they thought there was a stolen necklace, and so they were trying to steal from the thief, steal it back from him,
Mm.
right? And so they go on this like Mission Impossible and get they have this you know how D&D players are, this big elaborate plan to get the necklace back. They finally steal it back. Just turn out that it never actually was stolen in the first place. This one was just this is like there's like a whole plot thing behind it, but basically they they were just getting into mischief, and so they got in trouble for it and stuff like that, and it was just like this funny thing.
I
But
like
you,
it.
you can't do that as adults, you know.
How long do you run your sessions for?
About the same as you.
Mm. Yeah, good 4 hours or so.
Yeah, that's what I. It just depends on what they get done or whatever.
I'm often running groups with 6 players, sometimes like 4. What size do you like playing?
I like 4 a lot, but like I said, like I feel I don't know. Like there's something about 5 that I really as a player I like 4, as a DM I like 5. Does that make sense?
Yeah. What's up, Akumal?
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
We're chilling.
Hey, good.
We might just about be ready to start. I pinged Levi. He may join. And I pinged Dalish, but she's in Peru right now. So I asked her to join. She said she would like to, but I don't know if she'll join.
Oh, so there's a chance.
There's
So
a
you're
chance.
saying there's a chance.
There's always a chance. And Akumal, just checking with you. Is it cool if I record tonight's session?
Yeah, I don't mind.
Right on. So what do you guys think? You want to wait for Levi, or do you want to get this thing started?
I like to give him a chance. He is late
fucking
like every
nuts.
week, so but he usually joins.
Yeah. Yeah, let me check on him again.
I will say, I have run a few D&D games. I do like having three to 5 players is cool, but I think I also do like running with 4 players.
Mm-hmm.
The best, I think.
When I'm a player in a group that has like 6 players, I tend to take like a little bit more of a backseat and kind of let them roll with it, and then I'll have a good role play character, some voice or something, but I'll kind of wait to be spoken to.
That's just polite because it's just so many. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I get enough D&D, dude. I get like 15 hours of D&D a week, so I'm like, all right, this is your time. Actually, I probably get more hours than that.
But that's why I like as a player I like 4 because it's like you're gonna get a lot of play time. You don't need really anyone to take the back seat.
Yeah, when you have 4 players, everybody gets the center stage, you know?
Yeah, there's plenty of that. And then, like I said, as a DM, I like 5, not more than 5 though. 4 or 5.
Mm. Yeah, I look at that critical role thing and he's got like 8 players. I'm like, dude, those people are, you got to realize they're like conditioned to be respectful and they like act enthused and are staying engaged. If you get like, 8 players as like a amateur DM, there's always somebody like,
Oh my gosh, right? Yeah,
that's
no,
what I
it's
imagine.
the enthusiasm's there. I mean, the enthusiasm is because they get paid afterwards. Like clearly, you know what I mean? Like it would just be so. I feel like it would get boring, especially with how often they have to play too. You know?
yeah, well, they're all friends, right? I think some of them are like married too, and they're all voice actors too. So I think there's like a professional courtesy that they bring to
Yeah,
they're paid actors.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's very cool. But I remember seeing that, and I was like, this is back when they were first getting started, and I was like, whoa, dude, people streaming D&D, that's awesome. I never thought I would do it one day, but all my family and friends have pushed me further and further in this direction, so and take it to the limit.
If it's something you enjoy doing, and like, cause I enjoy like for me, like when I'm DMing and stuff, like I have fun making the art, I have fun making the trailers, I have fun even when as a player, like I have fun playing around with my character and stuff. So if you enjoy all that stuff, then yeah, do it. But if it ever becomes a chore, then yeah, you know, you're doing it wrong, right?
Well, yeah, it's a give and take. Some days I can't stop doing it, and other days I'm like, all right, gotta do it. But I never feel like I'm doing something I don't want to. And
Yeah.
I can do it endlessly, like honestly, all week long. Pretty much every day, I'll be developing a story or some art. And then as soon as you get to the game, the players take it in a whole different direction. Like I had this whole idea. This guy, he's got this artifact, and they're gonna have to like pursue him and like chase him into the dungeon, corner him, confrontation, all this stuff I'm thinking of. And then the character rolled a d20 to sleight of hand remove the artifact from the person, and I was just like, oh, okay. There you go, you've got it now.
See that I notice a lot of DM. That's cool that you allow that. I've had more than one DM just kind of like nope, like I don't care what you rolled. Like I need my encounter to go forward. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know, there's just
So that's cool that you can run with it.
you got to. There's an attachment to like what I want to do. Like I have something in mind, right? Might be the best idea ever. But if the
Yeah,
players, if it's their idea, then it's even better.
Yeah, it'll be there.
I respect that. It's not easy to do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah. It's so hard to kind of predict what someone might do for sure. When
oh
I
no.
DM, when I DM, I know the other person. Like I do believe most people are like they're so creative. They'll think of something I could never think of.
Hmm.
So I'm one of those DMs that like I do a lot of light work. I have like a couple scenes in my head with like a couple
Yeah.
lines that I think, and then from there I kind of let them choose whatever they want to do, and then I just rewrite a scene that I had and kind of change it a little bit to what they want to do. That's how I end up doing it. Because yeah, there's no way. Like I don't. I at first I was trying to plan stuff out, but as I saw, as you just mentioned, yeah, the player can take it a whole different direction. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that. But it's really hard. I respect any DM. It takes a lot of creativity and a lot of work. It's just yeah,
Yeah,
being the referee is hard too.
sometimes it is. I'm fortunate to have very excellent players that always keep me amused and things I could have never come up with, you know, that I'm willing to play with, so I like it.
I don't know if y'all heard the news, but the Crooked Moon is arriving to D&D Beyond.
I don't know
Mm.
what that is.
Wait, you
What
said
is
what?
that? What
Ooh.
is that?
I think you're
Wow, brother, but I know you know Tyro from Legends of Evantris.
I think you're gonna want to see this. So the Crooked Moon, Akumal was showing us this. It's like, here, let's go to the images. Whoops.
It's Legends of Evantris own supplement.
They made one.
Yeah, they made one, see?
Oh, I only watch their shorts. I don't actually like. Basically, I just know like the jokes they put on their shorts.
Oh, that's
Dude.
funny. They just choose like their funny scenes from like their sessions and be like, "Oh, let's just animate that."
Oh, are these the clown people?
And yeah, they freaking crack me up. They're so funny.
Yeah, dude, Chuckles the
Oh, I love these
clown,
guys.
Cairo the bugbear. Like they made a so the Crooked Moon is their supplement that they created. They funded it on Kickstarter like 2-3 years ago, and it's finally like done. They haven't shipped out like the physical stuff yet, but like all the digital stuff is making its way to like D&D Beyond and all that. They're coming out with the soundtrack because they hired the blasting company to make like the official soundtrack for it.
Yeah, this is cool.
But
I
no,
might
it's
I might run one of
straight
these.
fire.
Oh, there's just too much stuff. Not enough time in like my life.
You always got time for the three-eyed goat, man. All right. Well, what's up, Levi? Welcome.
You're muted, Levi. Maybe he can't talk
Hmm.
yet.
What do you guys think? Would you like to play some D&D?
Yeah, let's do this.
Yeah.
All right. So, we have ascended the peaks where the dinosaur hunter Ifan Tal'Roa has been cornered by the forces of Lady Vanessa. We have captured some prisoners. Down here are all those that Levi has arrested, some cowering in fear, some laying wounded and bleeding. They will atone for this invasion of the sacred temple. Our party, led by Ekene-Afa, the merchant prince gladiator, knows this place well and has trusted you to prove yourselves worthy, that you can ascend this cliff without perishing. But when we reached the highest peak, we found the Ifan Tal'Roa enraged at the desecration of this holy place, and unable to distinguish friend from foe, she has taken shots at each of us. As we hide on the stairs, out of range of her missiles, we notice that she has begun entrenching herself in the area just ahead, and we must plan our next move. Akumal has shifted into a brontosaur. Standing 18 feet tall, he is large and in charge. Luciel, now may be the time to bring out your trickster duo, and Tyro, stealthing may be what is on the menu. But Levi, you may order them to surrender, but will they listen this time? Perhaps flashing the right badge will get some obeisance from these criminals.
I can't really say much because I'm a brontosaur. Just to let y'all know.
I say we charge in there, guns blazing, start stabbing nerds.
Yes, I agree, says Ekene-Afa. We should kill everything that threatens this holy place.
Yes.
I'll follow you in the shadows.
Oh, I guess it's been settled then. Charge!
All right. Do we want to do that with an initiative roll?
Yes.
Okay. Dalish, keeping an eye on the prisoners below.
Levi 15.
Levi 15.
Tyro got a 16.
Tyro 16.
Lucian 13.
Luciel.
Akumal 17.
Whoa. Ak, the dragon of Nyanzaru. Seeing Ekene-Afa charging in, you would follow. Coming up ahead, you see Ifan Tal'Roa perched high atop her brontosaur. The invaders have cast their nets upon her, and she has summoned the spirits of the hunt to defend her as she takes her aim at the first few. Ekene-Afa, no! This cannot be. She shall never be restrained. Ifan is the spirit of freedom itself. And he leaps across, cleaving at the two closest enemies. Though he does not land his blows, swinging openly at the air, intimidating them, they do step back slightly, these armors that are knocked off balance by his tremendous force. Akumal lumbering up close behind, you see the brontosaur, not unlike yourself, though this one constrained by the cargo nets.
Oop. How much bigger is that brontosaur compared to me?
It's at least double the size.
Double the size. Oh my god. Alright, well, I will do this to the best of my ability. I charge up to the brontosaur and will attempt to kind of like, I'm gonna swing my neck like the giraffe do and try to get some of these nets off while also like messing up its balance to get Ifan Tal'Roa off that tower so we can help her better.
Ooh, yeah. Sweeping with your long, craning neck, trying to remove some of these restraints. You notice how they have latched onto her with the bolo weights, bound and twisted, but your mighty neck may just be strong enough to swipe some of this away. Go ahead, give me a roll.
What would you like?
This could be something like a strength or maybe a survivalist skill.
I'm gonna do survival. No, I got a 10.
In doing so,
No.
you yourself become tangled in the nets.
Yo.
Akumal now being dragged along as she moves across this area. You are dragged with her.
Oh my god.
And these guys will start moving into their attacking mode. Whoops. I only want these ones. You stay. They're going to swarm Ekene. Tyro, we'll move to you now.
Okay, seeing my friend get caught in the nets, I'm gonna. What's the distance to the nets in Akumal?
Let's see. From Tyro's location, it's about 70 feet to the foot of Akumal.
Okay. Would I be able to, if I use my bonus action to dash as a rogue, could I get there and try to cut the nets?
Go ahead, give me just a quick net cutting roll. You can certainly dash.
Like an attack roll.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, 26.
Nice. Vaulting up the stairs, taking 3 at a time, you leap and flash onto the nets, cutting them away where they have bound around the twisting and shrieking Akumal. You manage to cut away half of the nets, exposing his neck as you climb up onto him, reaching higher to remove...
Need some help, friend?
Yes. And Tyro, we will give you the inspiration die, a 1d6. This inspired action, rescuing your friend while riding on the back of Akumal, yields promise. You need only get him entirely free, and you will be successful. And now, those that Ekene-Afa is encroaching upon begin to make their attacks against him. The gladiator champion, no stranger to being surrounded and attacked, moves evasively. Their attacks both miss as he retaliates with a strike of his own. Bludgeoning the helmet of this animated armor, it dents the steel, and juicy moss flows out from the eyes. We'll call this one quite damaged. And now, Levi.
Right. So, I'm gonna be, I'm gonna join Tyro in climbing the ropes.
Okay, I have moved you 30. Do you need to go another 5, 10, 15,
Yeah, let's
20,
take the dash
25, 30?
action, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think that's all I can do.
Do you have anything there in a bonus action? Do you want to yell anything to these constructs or to Ekene?
She's just running.
Sprinting.
I mean, you can't exactly yell anything to the constructs, right? They're constructs.
Yes. It's always okay to still yell at them. All right.
Yeah.
Now, this thunderous spirit activated by Ifan. He begins to make a striking attack. The electricity flowing through these animated armors, causing them to jolt and jiggle. It is a nat 1, which is rolled. So we will call that ineffective. They are resistant to it here. But the others will act. Luciel, it is now your calling. What say you?
Yes. I think I'll move forward 30 feet.
Yes.
And then I will, as bonus action, I will use Invoke Duplicity.
Is that your stunt double?
Yes, my stunt double. And it can go as far as when I summon 30 feet within my... Yeah, there you go. Perfect. And then I'm going to cast a spell. I'm just going to do... I'll do Sacred Flame on number 23.
23.
And that's a Dex save 14.
He does not save as the sacred bolt lashes out, catching him straight in the chest. Roll damage.
6 radiant damage.
6 radiant.
And then I'll end my turn.
Very good. And the next one will move in. Also invigorated. The lightning strike. This is a catastrophic blow. The lightning impacting these two, for one of which goes prone. And the other does not, but is damaged by the arc. The one that is on the ground prone is also electrocuted. Give him some action there. Perfect. And now, Ifan, shooting randomly at all those around her. Aha! She will place 3 arrows. The first on her own friend, Ekene-Afa, and the second on this big boy construct over here on the plateau that has not yet moved, and the third down here. And they will roll their dexterity saves now. Ekene-Afa, seeing it coming, knowing his friend's shot, easily steps out of the way. The arrow instead hitting the electrocuted armor. And the next one, he does not save. The arrow, piercing right through the helmet, takes off the head, but the body is still moving, lumbering forward. And the big boy, he doesn't stand a chance. This one was meant for him. The arrow plunges in. These dinosaur hunting arrows punch right through the metal armor of his chest, though he continues moving, unfazed by the damage. He will now act, and making his attempt to also climb up the dinosaur. He makes a leap. It's a successful athletics as he grips on and begins slowly ascending up the neck towards the merchant prince. Ekene-Afa now making his cleaving attack. I think I got one of these. Hold on one second. We left it back here somewhere. Maybe not. All right, we will make one. Yes. Cleaving away, Levi, at the constructs that are reaching for you to drag you back down by the ankles. He is rolling not great, but the attacks on the right side do land, crushing the one that was wounded. And wounding the one that was not yet crushed. Ekene-Afa's blows are devastating. The construct makes a constitution save. It is not hindered by this strike. But Akumal, we will now go to you.
Excellent. I will continue what Tyro started in getting these ropes off of me. Seeing how I'm a big brontosaur, I do not have the delicacies that he does. So I violently swing my neck again. I flail.
Flail, Akumal. Wreck free of these binds that hold you.
This time
I hang on as best I can.
All right.
I will do athletics. And I rolled a 7.
Damn.
As I flail.
Getting tangled worse in this situation. Oh yes, there's also a third dinosaur here that's coming in. Everybody is along for the ride. Include Levi and Tyro. Roll your athletics.
Could I do acrobatics?
Absolutely.
Oh no, I got a 13.
I got a 13 also.
Yes, that will be enough to hold on here. Akumal, working with you, even as he is dragged along, resists the urge to move and throw you off. It's as if he is wanting you to climb, helping you, accepting you. Go ahead, and you will both have advantage on climbing this dinosaur. And Akumal, anything else to your turn as you guys are dragged across the battlefield?
Sadly, no. Hopefully, I made it easier for them to climb.
You did.
At the very least.
They have advantage. And Tyra, we will go to you. You have advantage on climbing, and you have the bonus D6.
Thank you, my friend, as I attempt to climb up my friend's neck. I will. Oh, sorry, that's acrobatics. We want athletics, right?
Either or. Yeah, acrobatics,
Oh, okay.
athletics. Yep, however you're doing it.
I'll flip up much easier than climbing up. I got a 13 again.
All right, that's enough to move part of the way up. Maybe not everywhere you wanted to go, but you are perhaps close enough to hit number 30 or help
Yeah,
Akumal.
I'll try to knock him off. I'm gonna make a. I can't really make a sneak attack, can I?
I don't know. You know, there are a circumference to this dinosaur's neck, and it's reasonable to say that you're around the other side. He is climbing.
Ooh, okay.
He is distracted.
Can I make a stealth check while I kind of circled around while I was climbing?
Yes, let's do that.
I'll use my bonus action to make that stealth check.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, nat 20.
Wow, yeah. Good.
So for a second, he sees me like go around the neck, and he's like waiting for me to pop out again, and then I come out from another angle, and I attack him with the sneak attack. But I'm gonna use the trip action. Well, let's see if I hit him first.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have elven accuracy, so let me roll one more time. 26. Does that work?
Absolutely.
And I'm going to use... So here's my damage, my initial damage. And then my sneak attack, I'll take a penalty to my sneak attack. I did 7 damage there. And I'm going to use the trip cunning strike, which means he needs to make a DC 15 dex saving throw or be tripped.
He fails. The construct
So
is
hopefully
tripped.
I knock him off.
All right, let's see. Yeah, reaching as he falls, the construct plummets down, 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 crashing, taking a moderate amount of damage there. Levi, you observe some of the high-value pieces of armor scatter apart, revealing the moss that was animated within, causing this creature to be living. Where he falls, he cannot quite get up, and the spirit there, the spirit of the hunt, turns to attack him.
Is it like a turtle that's like falling on his shell and it's just like ah?
That's exactly right. He was moving into the kill position to take that merchant prince down, and Tyro has tripped him up. He's fallen a good 40 feet, crashed, taken significant damage, and is now actually being crit by the spirit animal. And he is vulnerable to this damage. This is significant, Levi. The armor that is high value, premium, is presently being galvanized by the electricity of the spirit animal. And Tyro, does that conclude your turn?
It does.
All right.
Take that, you construct.
That was a worthy move there. I didn't even get all your damage. I had a 7 on there.
Oh yeah, a 7, and the other one was an 8 and a 7.
Perfect. Yes, that guy is
So 15 damage.
severely damaged from the fall and the electricity. Now these guys making their attacks. One of them tries to strike the spirit animal, and not a chance. It's ethereal. The blade passes right through it. But where it comes into contact with this cloud of mist that's shaped like the spirit of the animal, this guy is himself electrocuted. Vulnerable to that damage. He too is prone. All right, now 2 attacks against Ekene. Both will hit. And our friend, having made the ascent up this hill, is finally beginning to show some blood. Even with the arrows sticking out of his back that he says are only a flesh wound. This he cannot deny. He is wounded. Now, Levi.
Alright, let's go. So now, yeah, I kind of got this, or at the very least, yeah, Lucio's got it. I believe Lucio heal him up properly. So we're gonna start climbing the ropes up to
Yes. And this you have advantage on.
18.
Easily ascending up the neck of Akumal. As you climb, you can drag your blade with you if you want to help loosen up some of these nets that are restraining him.
Yeah, sure. I'll loosen up some of the things that are restraining Akumo.
You need only roll for it. It does not consume any action.
Oh, sweet. A 12? Ooh.
Yes. Cutting away a significant portion, Akumal can free his neck and break free from the binds. The ropes split Akumal as you lunge forward, having helped your friends ascend and freeing up the feet of the Brontosaur brethren. He can now move freely again, though still his upper body is restrained. Tyra or Levi, you have still your actions.
I want to use the dash action in order to continue climbing.
All right. And just 5 feet below the neck of Ifan Tal'Roa, she can no longer reach you with her bow. You have the advantage of cover right now.
Very good. He's gonna yell, "In the name of the Nyanzaru City Guard, you're hereby ordered to surrender and get on the ground. The long arm of the law will not be denied." And I am going to, we're just gonna try and vault over this thing and tackle.
Tackling.
Hopefully not off it's very, very high perch.
Yes.
But just like get the bow off, put him in handcuffs.
Okay. So, to make this roll, you will need to get an extra 10 feet up and over the ledge to confront the Ifan Tal'Roa face to face.
Action search.
Is that the call? It's time to action?
Yeah. Oh yeah, action search.
With a shriek of surprise, the one-eyed owl steps back slightly, knowing full well that if she draws an arrow against you now, it would merely be parried by your blade. Standing face to face, the two of you on this high precipice, one of you must fall. She sees herself as the king of this hill. But it is your move.
Yeah, sure. So I'm gonna try and restrain her.
Okay. Make the restraint attempt.
22.
Oh, that's pretty significant. I'm going to do a counter roll. She does not succeed. Describe to me how you would restrain her.
Alright, so what he's gonna do is he's gonna leap up and be like, Nyanzaru City Guard, surrender now! And he's gonna charge forward. And as he gets close, and she's gonna swipe at him with her bow, trying to like knock him back. And just as she tries to do that, he's gonna hook a leg underneath her and just bring her down to the ground. She falls face first, and he's gonna like put a knee on her back, then take her bow, toss it away, and he's gonna take out a pair of handcuffs.
Okay,
He hasn't gotten those on yet, but
roll a save versus pocket sand.
Constitution, I assume. Dexterity?
Yeah, one of those.
Okay. 14.
14. And you can do this, although you will have disadvantage on your next move. She casts the pocket sand. It causes you to look away, but you do not get any in your eyes. As you tackle her and remove the bow. I will show this bow.
No, maybe I'm not gonna toss that away. Just like,
Is that a keeper?
that's mine now.
Confiscated property of Nyanzaru. Yes.
Exactly.
Yes. Okay, you can take away her bow and put the knee on her back. She is still raging.
Sounds good.
But we'll have her restrained there. You do notice the aura of rage emanating from her as that mean eye glares back at you accusatorily. This owl, turning its head behind its shoulders, staring up at you while your knee is on its back, is somewhat unsettling. As you look back, clearing your face of the pocket sand, your captor is not entirely restrained. She is reaching for something. Now we will go to Luciel. But first, these guys are a little bit hard to move. Yes. One of them comes to attack Luciel, your double, and Ekene-Afa. And will a 13 hit your stunt double, Luciel?
No, missing.
It does miss. And for Ekene-Afa, ooh, this is another hit. He takes the electrical damage. Unpleasant, as his hair stands up on end, static electric. You had seen his hair style, kind of poofy, but now it stands straight on end as his eyes go wide and his hands jitter. And Luciel, now to you.
I'm gonna cast Aura of Vitality. Has a range of 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And then I want to move slightly up once I get within range, 30 feet of Ekene-Afa. Or, yeah.
Okay,
So I want to move a
and
little bit forward.
tell me
get in range.
the color of your aura.
Yes, green, I think is what I wanted for this.
Mm.
A light green. Yeah.
About 30 feet, you said?
Yeah, 30 feet. Yeah.
That's actually quite large, eh?
Yes.
Okay.
I do want to move forward right at the edge of my range so I can heal him.
Helping to heal the wounded Ekene.
Yes.
How close would you like to get?
Just within range of 30 feet, just so I can, at the edge there.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
There we
Staying
go.
a bit out of harm's way, enough to heal the wounded Ekene without placing yourself in
Yes.
danger.
Exactly. And then as bonus action, I will heal. for 7. For Ekene-Afa.
Nice. Thank you, my friend, he says as the wounds begin to clear and he turns again to fight and protect you. But Luciel, roll for me a perception.
Oh, perception. 17.
You do see the arrow fly from the archer who has not yet surrendered. With one foot up on the edge, he fires his arrow across the chasm directly at you. You may roll a dexterity save with advantage.
Oh, nice. Tech save. First one is a 4. Let's see, the second one is better. 4 again. Oh, actually 5.
Okay. Oh, this will be 5 points piercing damage, and you will need to roll concentration.
Yes. Here, and I do have. Oh yeah, I do have Warcaster. Perfect. So I do have advantage. First one, 19. Okay, that saves, right?
Yes.
Perfect.
Excellent. Anything further on your turn, Luciel?
No, I think that's it.
All right. Let's see. Do you guys hear that? Yes. Let me turn that up just slightly for myself. As Ifan Tal'Roa cornered atop the thing, her bow removed, her anger changing the attitude of these spirits. They become wicked and red. I like them this way. Here. A lot of that. And they will now turn and swarm. Ganging up on you, Luciel and Ekene-Afa first. Luciel, does a 18 hit you?
Yes, 18 does hit.
Okay. Go ahead, roll that concentration. Here is 10 points of electrical damage.
13.
I think that might make your healing aura go down. What do you think? Are you still concentrating?
What's the save for that? Is it
I think it's
10
usually
or is it?
your like proficiency bonus plus your spellcasting modifier, and then you can add that to the roll.
Yeah, so it's 11 plus. So I had 11 plus 2, so 13.
Okay.
How much damage did he do to me?
It was 10. Let me
10?
look it up
Okay.
real quick.
Yeah, I think this might be 10. I think
Yes.
it might be the lowest it can be.
Concentration. It is a concentration check. $1d20 plus your constitution to calculate it. If you beat the check's DC. Oh, so what's the check? That's what you're asking me. A 13, you can continue.
Yeah.
Yes, you continue concentrating.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yes. And now. She summons even more spirits, though none of them are close enough to help her.
And sorry, I
And
missed it. How much damage did I take?
10 lightning damage.
10 lightning damage. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And Ifan will try to escape. This is a stab into your ankle, Levi. But she rolls a nat 1 as you place your boot over the hand, and her talon releases the blade. It goes plummeting downward.
Oh, lovely.
She screams as you
I
have.
can use
Say again?
I can use my reaction to use a riposte, which means I can attack.
Yes.
So
Do
I want to
yeah.
use it to give her like restrain her even more.
Yes, you
Actually,
have.
put on the handcuffs.
Okay. Yeah, make the attack roll as if it was a riposte.
Ooh, 28.
28. As you have your boot on the hand that dropped the knife, you slap your manacles around her wrist. Let's see.
You will respect my authority. You are under arrest. Stop resisting.
The manacles are out. As you slap one chain on one hand, she tries to roll over and get the other, but she fails. You have the opportunity, Levi, to cuff the other manacle to yourself or hold until the next round.
I think we're gonna hold until the next round.
Okay. One manacle on, you still have her. She does not manage to escape, though she is writhing. The armored guy down here now, top of the round, all reactions reset. He does get up and swing that blade once and twice, both blades cleaving through the ethereal spirit, inflicting no harm to it, yet harming himself. And we will go now to Ekene-Afa, who, now surrounded, is beginning to look nervous. I have fought 1,000 enemies, 100,000 beasts, but none like these. And he makes one final attack against the armor, smashing the helmet. He now tries to escape, invoking the attacks of opportunity. Oh. Oh. Oh, I forgot. I can roll these dice on the screen. I should have been doing that. Because we had a crit. Oh, there it was again almost. Okay. This is bad for Ekene. He's not down, but the electrical current is flowing around him. And Akumal, you have now broken free, though the spirits are angry.
I see that Tyro and Levi has Ifan Tal'Roa kind of handled.
Oh.
So in an attempt to help Ekene-Afa, since I see him starting to struggle, I will charge down, lift up my front legs, and just slam him down on the electrical spirit. That's, yeah, right there, that one. To kind of make it easier for him to escape.
Okay, roll a wisdom save.
Oh dear. Wisdom. A big roll, 17.
That's pretty good. You are wise enough to see that the axes are just cleaving through these ethereal creatures. They cannot be harmed by physical means. As you rear up on your hind legs, your front pawing at the air, you would second guess touching this thing at all. you can instead turn your action to help Ekene-Afa onto your back, but stepping on the dinosaur would cause you harm.
Interesting. Okay, so instead, with that realization, I clumsily kind of like put them down without stepping on it, and instead I offer my tail to Ekene-Afa to latch on.
And he rolls exceedingly well. The Dragon of Nyanzaru! Oh, Prince of Thunder! Oh, save me! He clings to you with one hand, hanging his head as he cries tears of blood.
Oh my god.
You have rescued Ekene-Afa, though you have not yet made your escape.
I will spend the rest of my movement backing the fuck up from that spirit.
And it follows in pursuit.
No, dear.
Though you do manage to get a little ways away from it.
Alright,
Alright.
I'll end my turn there then.
Very good. These ones trying to roll saves, but they are just getting obliterated by the spirits. Both will fall. 24 and 23. Very good. Tyro, now clinging to the neck of this desperate situation, you have heard Levi make the arrest. Get on the ground! Nyanzaru police! As you hear the clack of a manacle fastening tightly around a wrist.
Okay. Levi, can you bring her to Ak? I'm going to try to take care of some of these spirits, and I'm going to slide down the rope, like the rope wall, as fast as, I'll kind of use acrobatics or whatever you want me to roll, and I'm going to try to dive and attack on top of the spirit pestering Akumal with a green flame blade.
All right. You may.
Before I drop, can I make like a stealth check to try to get the drop on the spirit as a bonus action? Kind of like what I did
Yes.
before, use the dinosaur as cover.
Yes.
Okay, let's see. Stealth. Nope, it's just a 10.
Okay. Go ahead. Make the attack with the green flame.
But no advantage. Fair enough.
Yes.
Ooh, I still crit.
Beautiful.
All right, I'll start rolling damage. It's going to be 3 different rolls.
All right.
So 10
10.
plus the sneak attack, 30.
30
Plus
damage.
the green flame blade. Yeah. 11.
Incredible. As you descend
So
the
51.
ropes, sliding down until the friction becomes just slightly too hot and then changing surfaces, the steam hissing off your boots as you leap into a critical attack, plunging into the center of this ghost. It wraps around you, swinging the green flame blade this way and that. And the spirit envelops you, Tyro. This is 5.
Does it seem like there's no damage at all, or does it seem like I'm harming the spirit?
The mist does part where you swing your blade, but then it reforms where the blade was, and as you cut through, the mist envelops all around you. You may roll a wisdom save to step out of the spirit, or you can stay within, continue slashing.
I will step out and try to make my way to Akumal.
All right.
Maybe we can retreat. Wisdom saving throw. 13.
13. No, it caused no damage. The most incredible maneuver of your entire life. How could it miss? 100 assassinations you've performed, but not like this. These enemies you do not know how to harm.
And that will end my turn.
All right. We now go to Levi, atop, making the arrest.
All right. Arrest time. Yeah. So let's finish putting on the manacle.
Second manacle. She's gonna try to resist you. She rolls a 3. You've got this, Levi.
Not 20.
No way. Fully
No
restrained.
way.
You have arrested a merchant prince, unprecedented in the history of Nyanzaru. The princes are above the law, yet you have expanded the boundaries of what is legally possible, establishing a precedent. If this merchant prince can be arrested, does the law apply to the other princes? Will there be justice in Nyanzaru, Levi? You have a prisoner.
I am the law. All right. And now that I have a prisoner, I don't know what to do with him.
She hurls herself from the top.
She what?
What?
Rather than
Yeah.
be captured, in her madness, she rolls out from Levi's grasp and hurls herself over the edge. Ekene,
With am I able to use my
Can I-
reaction
can I-
to catch her?
yes.
Yeah,
Since
can I catch
my,
her?
my neck is pretty long.
You can both roll.
Or at the very least, like, cushion her fall? Like, I can take the damage for her.
Is this a suicide plummet? She has leapt. Levi, you may roll, and Akumal, you may roll. Ekene himself, reaching up over your neck, trying to catch her before she falls. You may both also roll to catch
This is my
her.
last maneuver.
What are we rolling?
Oh, sweet.
I'm not sure.
28.
I'll do
Oh.
athletics just because I'm doing some athletic shit.
Yeah, that's significant.
I did acrobatics for this one.
I got-
Dex.
I got 14.
A 14. Okay, let me roll for Ekene. No! Oh, Ekene, as he reaches out trying to catch her, Ekene knows her wings were clipped at a young age. This owl, one-eyed, has no wings and does not fly. But apparently, neither does
I don't-
Ekene-Afa, as he falls from
No!
Akumal's neck.
What?
Oh,
No!
But between the two of you, both leaping, Levi, mid-air, you scoop the bird into your arms, turning over in your back, hands wrapped around her feathered frame as her eyes rolled back in its head, accepting the fate that she has committed herself to. But you would deny her this
You cannot
suicide.
escape the long arm of the law.
You cry out as you hold her, both of you falling together now. Akumal. Levi. How do you make this happen? You have the grapple,
I
Levi.
imagine I kind of just grab her and then, like, hook my body into, like, just protectively around myself and hope to God this isn't gonna hurt too badly.
It is a
Since
50-foot fall.
Yeah, I can take it.
si- since he wrapped himself around her, the second he nears my head, I will grab his clothing and attempt to hold them there. Yeah. Yeah, so that's athletic strength check was pretty solid if that's what I'm doing.
Yes, with your Brontosaurus neck careening upward, you see the dark eclipse of the sky as Levi and Ifan falling together. You open your Brontosaurus mouth, clamping down at the precise moment to grab Levi by his cloak, his official Nyanzaru police cloak, and you catch him as he holds on to the dangling, dishonored Ifan. I will now go to Luciel. It is your move. Possibly the final move of this round.
I'm gonna use bonus action for Aura Vitality on myself to heal myself.
Yes.
Or heal for 11. Nice.
Excellent.
And using my copy, I'm gonna use Guiding Bolt. First level at the Archer 29.
Number 29.
Using my copy.
Yes.
If I hit. $21 to hit.
A 21 does hit.
Dealing 11 radiant damage.
He screams as he falls down into the chasm, glowing with that brilliant light. You caught him by surprise as his back was turned, facing the spirit. Luciel, that was a one-shot.
Oh. Amazing, I love it. And I will actually move down 30 feet. If
Okay.
possible.
As you move, roll that Constitution save.
Yes.
The latent damage of 4 energy. It'll be a DC 11 Constitution save.
16.
Very good.
I'll save.
And as the red energy fades from you, you are now in the clear. And Ifan, held prisoner in your hands upside down, Levi. She begins to fade from the rage that consumed her. But no, it will continue. Her eye rolls back in its head, shaking violently as she searches something in the back of her mind, commanding all of her spirit animals at once. They turn to save her.
Uh-oh. Might be in a situation.
Swing. And a 13. I don't think that hits you, Tyro.
No, it
And-
does not. I'm a 15.
Yes. Oh, you guys are lucky. Okay, there's only one hit here. This is 7 lightning damage, Tyro, as you guys are now being swarmed by the spirits. And we will go to the top now with Ekene-Afa. And he uses his action to stabilize and finds himself surrounded by these beasts. As a cat, the safest way is often up. Many a fight I have won by taking the high ground, he says, spitting blood as he tries to get up there. He sees that you have Ifan rescued, and he's grateful. He nods a nod of approval to the dragon of Nyanzaru, who has once again prevailed, demonstrating his worthiness not once, but 3 times in this holy ground, Akumal. I shall consecrate thee this day after I have finished domesticating this wild beast. He climbs with savagery, each claw wrapping around the netting as he pulls himself up, the mighty half-giant, ascending the 40-foot beast with ease as he climbs to the top of the pedestal, dripping blood onto the ground as it sways wildly, trying to shake him loose. Oh. Okay, now to Akumal.
Oh, well, in this form, it seems like I'm at a disadvantage against these things.
Well, you are holding them above the spirits currently.
How is the terrain that I'm on?
It is very mossy and full of twisted vines that grow in between the ancient stones of this place. They find so much moisture up here during the storm season. It is an abundance of vegetation that you stand on now.
Physical stuff kind of goes through that. Since I have Levi, I'm holding on to them through Levi. So what I'm thinking is curiosity will get the best of me. I will dip Ifan Tal'Roa into her own spirit animal.
Yes. This...
Hopefully Levi gets what I'm trying to do and kind of loosens up a little bit to dip her head in it.
Yes.
Maybe that'll...
Yeah, I get what you're trying to do.
Lowering her down.
There might be ethical concerns later, but, you know, it's fine.
I'm doing it gently. I'm not slamming her into it. I'm just trying to see if this will calm her down, get rid of the beast. I don't know, something.
Yes. We shall now describe this as the wind condition. As her head is lowered into the gnashing teeth of the spiritual dinosaurs, you observe they swirl and turn into vapor, going into her eye patch. The mists swirling in a vortex around her. I think I might even have something like that. Let's see. Whirl. Oh, yeah. Sick. All right. So we are now off the initiative as all of the energies are swirling into Ifan's eye patch now.
Ooh, lit. My guess was right.
Very nice.
And I will put you back in...
we have arrested a merchant prince. Ekene-Afa is... How's he doing?
He rode the dinosaur off to the edge somewhere.
Yeah.
You are, Levi, hanging upside down.
Presumably he's not dead.
No, he's only about 60 feet away. And,
okay, we're chilling.
yeah. Let me put Akumal back in the dinosaur
Wait,
form.
hold on. No, wait. Let me down, Aquaball. How? No, let me down. I need to make the arrest.
I calmly let him down.
Okay, gently setting down Captain Levi onto his feet. You and Tyro backing away from the anomaly. Luciel witnessing this.
And I'm going over
I will,
and fully making the arrest.
After having
I
confiscated
gotta do
her
a quick
bow,
search for any weapons.
you also confiscate her quiver.
Any knives?
She has knives in several places, concealing them beneath feathers where she would have thrown them at you had she the time. They are strapped to her wrists and her ankles and the stumps where her wings used to be. Here is a person carrying 16 small knives, a quiver of arrows, and
Lord.
a hunting bow.
Oh, lady, you have a lot of knives in very precarious places. I would hate to know how if you moved wrong or stumbled. Oh, it would be absolutely dreadful, I say. Anyway, we're confiscating the knives. Those are going into evidence.
I do want to move up with
And
everybody else and look for
confiscating-
heals.
While the aura is still going.
I'm not sure I want to confiscate the eye patch just yet.
Yes.
But yeah, she no longer has weapons. That suit of armor over there that had all sorts of crackling energy around it. I don't trust it. I don't trust Vanessa. I don't think her plot is done entirely.
Levi, my friend, I have a question. Where do you think, what prison could hold a merchant prince?
I'm sure the Biotechnical Society has one. Probably. Maybe.
I'm just concerned that
Worst comes to worst, we
apprehending
just
her might be
place
fruitless.
her on community service and a bit of house arrest, and everything works out in the end.
It is to protect her for her own good. A prison constructed for princes, by princes. Levi, roll a intuition or history check.
History say. Oh, that's just straight roll. 8.
Ah, yes. We will turn her over to the princes, perhaps. They will know how to heal her.
Yes. I say, in all fairness, I don't think she's actually going to be going to jail. I think it would probably be more on the lines of, whatever minor administrative fines and fees and whatnot that come from attacking a merchant prince and a officer of the guard. So probably like 5 gold in fines and
So yeah,
one
so
trip to
you're
the
not,
bank.
you don't think that she's going to be held in prison long term. You're not concerned about her getting out. Okay.
After all, there's too much that needs to be done. Her services will still be required, and well, to be honest, the charges aren't actually that bad.
Very well.
You get attacked every half hour at this point today, so.
Well, let me...
Tyra's going to try to snag
I'll
one of
hold
those
this
daggers from evidence, as Levi's pulling them out and setting them to the side.
And
Maybe a couple daggers.
just
I will-
confirming, you guys lost the camera feed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. It broke
went black.
for me too. This is a good pausing point. Would you guys like to
Okay.
take a good 10-minute break or so?
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, sure.
Awesome.
Yeah, I can do
Okay,
that.
We'll be right back.
Dude, Levi's making so many arrests just to slap him with administrative